The air crackled. A chill snaked down my spine. Something felt off, wrong. My fingers tightened around the old radio, static filling the silence of the room. It was a sound I found oddly comforting, a familiar hum in the dead of night. But tonight it was different. The static warped, shifted. Whispers seemed to dance at the edge of my hearing. I shook my head, trying to clear the cobwebs. Must be tiredness playing tricks on me. I'd been holed up in this old house for weeks, surrounded by dusty antiques and the ghosts of a forgotten era. It was the perfect place to escape, to lose myself in my work, or perhaps to lose myself entirely. The house loomed over me, its shadow stretching long and dark in the moonlight. A classic Victorian, all gables and gargoyles, it stood at the end of Harbinger Lane, shrouded in an almost palpable silence. Locals whispered tales of its past, of a darkness that lingered within its walls. I had dismissed them as mere superstition. Now I wasn't so sure. The air grew colder as I stepped inside. Dust motes danced in the faint moonlight filtering through the grimy windows. The scent of damp wood and decay hung heavy in the air, a musty perfume that spoke of neglect and time. It was unsettling, yet strangely alluring. I had always been drawn to the mysteries of the past, to the secrets hidden beneath layers of dust and time. This house, I sensed, held many. Days turned into nights. The whispers in the static grew stronger, more insistent. They seemed to emanate from the attic, a dark and forbidden realm I had yet to explore. I told myself it was just the wind, whistling through the gaps in the eaves. But deep down, a primal fear gnawed at my resolve. One night, curiosity got the better of me. Armed with a flickering lantern, I climbed the creaking stairs to the attic. The air was thick with dust and the silence was absolute, broken only by the frantic beating of my own heart. I swept the lantern's beam across the cluttered space, illuminating discarded furniture, cobwebs and shadows that seemed to writhe and twist at the edge of the light. And then I felt it, a presence, cold, malevolent, watching me from the darkness. Section 4. The temperature drops. The air grew frigid. My breath formed icy plumes in the stillness. The lantern flickered, casting grotesque shadows that danced across the rafters. Fear, primal and consuming, coiled in my gut. I wanted to run, to flee back to the relative safety of the lower floors, but something held me rooted to the spot. The whispers in the static intensified, morphing into guttural growls that seemed to reverberate through my very bones. The shadows around me deepened, coalescing into a swirling vortex of darkness. I could feel my heart pounding in my chest, a frantic drum against my ribs. Something was terribly, terribly wrong. Section 5, Face to Face. Then I saw it. Emerging slowly from the darkness, taking form in the swirling shadows, two eyes burning with a cold, malevolent light fixed me in their gaze. A low growl, filled with ancient malice, emanated from the shadows. Terror, pure and unrelenting, gripped me. I was paralyzed, helpless in the face of this ancient evil. The air crackled with unseen energy. The lantern flickered one last time and died, plunging me into absolute darkness. I could hear its raspy breathing, feel its icy breath on my skin. The demonic presence was upon me, its power undeniable, its intent unclear. But one thing was certain, I was trapped, alone in the darkness with an entity as old as time itself.